February 5th, Wednesday, the Remnant of Israel, Romans 11, verse 4. And what was God's answer to him? I have reserved for myself 7,000 who have not bowed the knee to Baal. Because Jesus was aware of the hardships the disciples would face, he called them to the Mount of Olives and explained of God's kingdom for 40 days. Also because the 237 nations and 5,000 tribes needed to be saved, he spoke of the partisans' journeys and guideposts. When you hold on to this covenant, God mobilizes his heavenly hosts to carry out the works pertaining to his kingdom and also gives the answer of those who remained. Those who held on to important terms from the Bible received 100 years' worth of answers. Noah's family was considered those who remained, and the path the heroes of faith went on was the path of the sojourner. Also in Acts 11:19 there is an expression, the scattered ones. If you don't know this blessing, it will return to the Gentiles. God allowed sufferings and trials to the Israelites in order to make the world and the Gentiles abundant. In addition, he didn't neglect his people, but rather left behind 7,000 disciples. Number 1, God's method. God left behind the remnants and church officers who would help these remnants whenever the nation fell into darkness. During these times, he sent a messenger and made them take on the blessings of those who remained. Number 2, God's time schedule. Christ, who resurrected, promised to always be with the disciples to the very end of the age. He also explained of the works pertaining to his kingdom at Mount of Olives for 40 days. Afterward, the greatest answer was given to those who remained and gathered at Mark's upper room. Also, through the church officer Philip, the doors to Samaria opened. When great persecution arose, those who were scattered gathered and established the Antioch church. Number 3, God's mystery. We are considered those who remained, who have been entrusted with God's mystery. God chose Paul and allowed the meeting with Barnabas. Moreover, wherever Paul went, Lydia, Jason, the married couple Priscilla and Aquila, as well as the figures of Romans 16 were raised to carry out God's mystery. When you do 777 prayer during your personal time, you'll see your studies, business, as well as evangelism. Also, the doors to world evangelism will open. When you relay this blessing to the field, God's kingdom will be established, the force of darkness will be bound, and the Lord's angels will run his errands. Covenantal prayer. Dear God, thank you for calling your servants to save this age. The entire world has fallen into darkness and disasters. May the light be relayed to these people, and please bestow the promised strength upon me. In Jesus Christ's name I pray. Amen.